Yes, beware. Be aware. Be aware of your thoughts. So today, I am going to read a little bit from one of my first books. It's called Looking for Self in All the Wrong Places. It has been revised, but it's on Amazon. You'll see it when you go there. So I'm going to read an excerpt, and this one is talking about temptation. What happens when we give in to temptation? So you remember the movie The Wiz with Dorothy, Diana Ross, and Michael Jackson? Well, this book talks about the scenes in it. So listen to this excerpt and I'll explain it. Dorothy and the lion are lured into temptation by dancing models. In life, each person's temptation will be different. Examine yourself and discover what tempts you. Is it greed for money? Is it the lust of food? Be aware, because whatever it is that you love, that could be the very thing used against you before you even realize that you have been deceived. When you identify it, don't allow it to dominate in your life. You have to use the wisdom of the scarecrow, the discernment of the tin man, and the courage of the lion to stay on the path, to stay on your yellow brick road. Dorothy and the lion fell off course and lost focus. They allowed themselves to become hypnotized and distracted while on their journey. How often do we do that? How often do we say we're going to do a certain thing and then something else comes up and we forget all about what we were going to do? They heard alluring music and were coaxed by the exotic dancers. They stepped off of their yellow brick road before they realized what they were doing. The Tin Man, which is your heart discretion, and the Scarecrow, which is the wisdom that we all have, followed them and came to their rescue. The Scarecrow noticed almost instantly that they were deterring from their path. Imagine how many times your intuition insisted that you make a right turn, but instead you made a left turn and regretted your decision. The lion awakens and he finds Dorothy lying motionless. He feels helpless because he hadn't protected her this time. When we can't provide for our loved ones for whatever reason, we feel useless and helpless. That is why we find so many homeless people, people in mental institutions, and people on drugs. We blame ourselves, and in most cases, we blame God for our lot in life. The lion questions his God, the Almighty Zeus. It's my entire fault. Almighty Zeus, God of the universe, why have you cursed me? Now, we may not say Zeus, but we have names for our gods too, and sometimes we might do the same thing. We often feel as though we've been cursed. We ask, why do I have to suffer so? Why am I poor? Why did I have to be born in this body, in this skin? Why am I not rich yet? Why was I born? Does this sound familiar to you? We have already seen that it's easy to feel separated from God, even though it is not the true case. And even though it may not seem proper, it is okay to ask questions of God. Why is this happening, Lord? Why are you allowing this to happen to me? It's okay to ask questions. God understands our misdirection, and it is only because we question that we will get answers in the first place. The lion continues, I can't even protect my friends, foolish and weak again. Let me end it all. The lion is really hard on himself, just as the scarecrow and the tin man were. This is a message that the strong must pass on to the weak. What message? That there's a place. There is a place we'll go, visions of a brighter tomorrow. No fear in this place. We need to run courage. I'm standing strong and tall. Keep trying. This is a message that the strong must pass on to the weak. Stand firm and tall. Lift up your head, and even though you may fall down, you will rise. You must rise. The journey's not over just because you are tired. That's the same message in Langston Hughes' poem, Mother to Son. Don't you sit down because you're tired. Rise up. Just a little more internal work, and you will reap the genuine benefits that this life has to offer. And that goes for all of us. Refuse to accept the popular opinion that life is not fair. That's going around. People say it all the time. Refuse to accept that. Stop teaching this to your children. Take a course in how to know yourself, and then you will begin on your journey of self-discovery. Start to read self-help, psychology, and philosophy books, and don't forget the greatest book ever written, the Holy Scriptures. As you read, pray for wisdom and discernment. You will find that the more you learn about yourself, the more you will learn about the God that created you. The more you learn about God, the more you will find that He created a just and a perfect Garden of Eden for you and me to live in. And it's going to begin in your mind. You will find that He gave us a free will so that we can express His mighty will. The longer you put off this search, the deeper you'll sink into the quicksand of ignorance. Even though you haven't arrived at that place of peace or haven't seen your daylight yet, it will definitely be obtained if you follow your yellow brick road. You will become like a tree planted by the rivers of waters. And in the words of Yolanda Adams in her song, You Gotta Believe, you will see yourself at the finish line. So this is going to be a short message. The message is, do not give in to temptation. The message is, hold your head up high. And with that, I am going to say shalom and peace, and I'll see you next week.